Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you how to change the oil on a car, specifically an Audi A5 V8 with the 2.0 turbo engine. First step is you want to put your gloves on. Alright, so next step you got to jack your car up. I'm going to be using these ramps right here. You just put one under each front tire. Alright, so next thing you got to do is you got to make sure that you have your e-brake pulled. So for this one, it's an electronic e-brake. So you just push it down, or you pull it up, however you do it. Alright, now it's engaged. Foot off the brake, turn the car off. Alright, so next step, you got to take off the belly pan of the car. So we go underneath. Okay, so to remove the belly pan, you got to take off these 5 bolts. Since I have this aftermarket street shield, but if you have the OEM one, it's a little bit different. But anyway, there's a 10mm bolt right here, one right here, one right here, and then you can see that there's one right there and right there. Okay, so next thing, you gotta take the bumper off from the fender liner, and I really just have mine like very ghetto attached. These zip ties, so you just clip these a few times, boom, comes right off. And you do the same to the other side. So next, you gotta take the cover off from the bottom of the car. So what you do, just pop it out. Break it while you're doing it too, and you just pull it out like that. Alright, so next thing you got to do is take the oil out of the pan itself while the engine is still pretty warm. So right now it's very nice and warm, and I'm using a 3/4 socket, and it's gonna come out like very fast. This is always a mess, so you want to do this as fast as possible. Make sure you're wearing gloves, and this oil is super hot. This shit is getting everywhere. Fuck. Take it out with your fingers. Fuck, that's hot. Damn. Just let it drain for a few minutes. Alright, so next thing you want to do is dispose of all of the oil that just dripped out of the car. You always want to put it in like a good spot to throw away. That's why I just throw mine in some bucket. Alright, so next step, you got to pop your hood. So you open up the driver door, boom, pop the hood, easy. Alright, now you got the hood popped, and you want to take off the engine cover, set that to the side, and now you want to get your tool to remove the oil filter. So now you get your tool like this, come over to the oil filter, pinch it down, turn it to the left. And you just do this until it's about hand loose, and then you can just go like this. And then when you're taking it off, you want to be careful because oil is going to drip out of here. So you want to have a rag on standby. And this is really hot too, remember. Alright, so unscrew it all the way, pick it up real quick with the towel, and you're good. Set that to the side. Alright, so next step, you want to get your bolt, put it in. Hand tighten it at first. Once you can't, come in with the socket. Just tighten it down till it's like decently tight. You don't want to over tighten this. You don't want to break anything. But you do want to have it decently tight on there. Okay, so basically just stick your finger in the oil. A little bit on my finger. Now you just rub it around the ring right here. Just like that. That's beautiful. Now you put it back in. Screw it down. Hand tight. Then you tighten it back up with the same tool as earlier. Okay, so you want to get this decently tight too. Not over tight, because you want to be able to get it off again and you don't want to break anything. But you do want to have it on there. That's good. Just like that. That's perfect. The easiest step of them all is actually putting the oil into the engine. So you just come up, you find the oil, take the cap off, get a rag, make sure it doesn't drip, set that to the side, get your funnel, make sure there's no debris on it because you don't want to have a whole bunch of shit inside your engine. Stick that down. You get your Castro Edge 5W40. This is all I use on my car. Some good shit right here. I'm gonna put a link to it in the description. You can go find it on Amazon. Pull that right in. And you wanna do it kind of slow, because if you do it too fast, you're just gonna get oil coming out the top of your funnel. But now you just take the funnel out, set that to the side, and then you get your cap. Just put it right back on, tighten it down. You're all good. Now you put your engine cover back on. Beautiful. Alright, so the final step, you gotta put the belly pan back on. So, let me get back down under here. And I'm gonna prop it up with this jack stand just because this is kind of heavy and it's just much easier to screw it down when it's already being held up. You get the 10mm socket. And you take your bolts. As you can see, I got the pan all jacked up right now, so it makes it a whole lot easier just to bolt it back down. So, let's get this one first. Alright, that's really all there is to it. So now you just close her up. And then you gotta take her off the ramps.